Welcome to Kent. It rains a lot.
We're going to call this my first real video, seeing as this is the first video that has lighting and location that are good, plus you can see my whole face. Originally this third or fourth video was going to be based on my outings, like various places that I go, and that turned out terrible because iPods don't have great cameras. So instead it isn't that, it is me talking to the camera again. Hello, nice to see you, this is number 4 or 3. So yeah, instead of seeing me walking home from the underpass, or hearing my thoughts on various things, you are once again seeing me in my room struggling to think of a topic. I mean, I might just add a little bit of that content in because some of it was quite good. And by quite good I mean not bad. By not bad I mean it was possible. I could show you it and not be embarrassed, probably. So I was going to go to Fort Park today, which for those of you who don't know, which is likely no one, seeing as only people that I know watch this really, Fort Park is an amusement park, theme park, whatever you want to call it, in the United Kingdom. I was going to be going there today, but someone cancelled, so I couldn't. However, I am going tomorrow, and it should be good. So instead of having a productive day like either normal people or sensible people, I have been researching my area. Just to clear that up, not that area, this area. I'm going to assume that I didn't put my hands in the right place for that, and you didn't see a map of Medway there after I'd finished editing, so, Medway. I meant Medway. It turns out there are quite a few interesting things about Medway. One being that it was a valley and I didn't realise that. How can I not realise that? 2 being there are forts everywhere. Like, pretty much everything is owned by the military. Yes, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. So yeah, pretty much every piece of free land here is owned by the military, and that's kind of annoying me. I mean, I'm quite into tunnels and generally abandoned things. The military own all of those around here. I can't explore. They're just ruining my fun. They buy them and brick them up. Where's the fun in that? And for those of you about to say that yes, it's irresponsible to go in abandoned tunnels, I know. That's why I've never been in any. Also because they're bricked up. Hear more noises and an ambulance. Medway's not safe, kids. So yeah, not only are there tunnels which I can't access, there are also forts I can't access. Yeah, forts. Like entire forts. There are 5 forts in Medway. Fort Darland, Fort Darnett, Fort Hoo, Fort Amherst, Fort Pitt, and they, I presume, are all strategically placed. So yeah, a lot of those forts have now been either destroyed or have been bought by people, or the military just, like, sunk them. I can't explore those. But if I find a way to get into those or the tunnels, expect a video of that. Also, there is a tunnel underneath Rochester, a town near where I live, which is in Medway. Okay, so there were some brothers. They were called the Short Brothers. Or the Shorts Brothers, I don't know. And they made biplanes, and they used to be based on the Isle of Sheppey, which is also near where I live. And then they got big, so they moved to Rochester. And they got bigger, so they moved to Dublin. And then that failed, so they moved back to Rochester, and then they asked to build an underground factory, and that worked. And so after building this underground factory, they went out of business, and now there's an underground factory, which is not being used. I don't know why that is. Today's last order of business is a reservoir. You might be thinking, why is he talking about a reservoir? That is because in today's terrible doing nothing and researching the area I live, I discovered a reservoir near where I live. And more to the point, you can get to that reservoir fairly easy. Even more to the point, there is possibly an entrance to the tunnels near that reservoir. So, in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to try and get there with Alex, who you haven't seen yet, but I've filmed stuff with him on here before, but I just never got uploaded. I'm going to try and go there with Alex, and we are going to try and explore it. Today's video is brought to you by the content of my History AS level course. And train and cinema tickets.
Yes, I'm just recording myself doing this. For 50p, this is quite a decent length ride. Oh, that's not fair.